Welcome to the magnificent kingdom of Babylon, a land of great kings, grand palaces, and powerful empires. But amid all this power, there was one young boy who stood out, not because of his strength or riches, but because of something much more important, his faith in God. This is the story of Daniel. Daniel wasn't always in Babylon. He was brought there as a captive, but even though he was far from home, he never forgot to trust in God. And over time, he became one of the most trusted men in the whole kingdom. As Daniel grew older, King Darius of Babylon saw something special in him. He made Daniel one of his top advisors, and Daniel was in charge of important matters in the kingdom. The king trusted him deeply. But not everyone was happy about Daniel's success. Some of the other officials were jealous of him. They wanted to find a way to get rid of Daniel, so they started plotting. They searched high and low to find something wrong with him, but they couldn't find a thing. Then the officials came up with a tricky plan. They went to King Darius with a clever idea. "O King Darius, live forever," they said. "We suggest that you make a law that for the next 30 days, no one may pray to any god or human, but to you alone. Whoever breaks this rule will be thrown into the lion's den." King Darius thought it was a good idea. He wanted to show his power to the people, so he agreed to make the law. But the officials knew something King Darius didn't. Daniel would never stop praying to his God, no matter what. When Daniel heard about the new law, he wasn't afraid. He knew that praying to God was more important than any law. So just like he always did, Daniel opened his window and prayed 3 times a day. And when the jealous officials saw Daniel praying, they knew they had caught him. They quickly ran to King Darius to tell him what Daniel had done. King Darius was heartbroken when he heard that Daniel had broken the law. He didn't want to punish Daniel because he respected him so much, but the law had been made, and it couldn't be changed. King Darius tried everything he could to save Daniel, but in the end, he had no choice but to order that Daniel be thrown into the lion's den. Before they threw Daniel into the den, the king looked at him with sadness in his eyes. "Daniel, may your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." With heavy hearts, the soldiers led Daniel to the lion's den. The lions were hungry and fierce, but Daniel was calm. He knew God was with him. When they threw Daniel into the dark den and rolled the stone over the entrance, the king couldn't sleep that night. He prayed all night, hoping that Daniel would be okay. But inside the den, Daniel wasn't afraid. He trusted that God would protect him. So he knelt down and prayed, believing that God would keep him safe. The next morning, King Darius couldn't wait any longer. He rushed to the lion's den, hoping with all his heart that Daniel had survived. When the stone was rolled away, the king peered into the den, and to his amazement, Daniel was standing there, alive and safe. "Daniel, has your God saved you from the lions?" "Yes, O king. My God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions. They didn't hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight." King Darius was overjoyed to hear Daniel's voice again. He ordered that Daniel be lifted out of the den, and he made a new decree for all the people of Babylon. "People of Babylon, you must honor the God of Daniel, for he is the living God who saves and delivers." And so Daniel's faith saved him, and the people of Babylon learned about the power of the living God. The king's new law commanded that everyone should honor God, just like Daniel did. Daniel's courage and faith in God had saved him, and because he trusted in God, he lived to see a great reward. Not only did God protect him from the lions, but he also helped Daniel show the whole kingdom that faith in God is the greatest power of all. So remember, like Daniel, you can face any challenge, no matter how big or scary, if you trust in God. He will never leave you, and with faith, you too can overcome anything. Have faith, trust in God, and always remember, He is with you, just as He was with Daniel.